If you're editing in DaVinci Resolve 20 and you want to understand the inspector panel, especially the video and audio tabs, this video is going to make everything much easier. By the end, you'll know how to open the inspector, adjust clip properties, clean up audio, and even add keyframes for more advanced edits. If this tutorial helps, please hit like and subscribe for more DaVinci Resolve guides. Now, let's jump in. First, make sure you're on the edit page. You can do this by clicking the third icon from the left at the bottom center of the interface. This takes you into the main editing workspace, where your timeline, viewer, media pool, and tools are all available. Next, click on any video or audio clip in your timeline. This step is important because the inspector only shows the properties for the clip you currently select. So if you click a video clip, you'll see video controls. If you click an audio clip, you'll see audio controls. Once the clip is selected, its specific settings are loaded into the inspector panel. Now look to the top right corner of the interface and find the Inspector button. Click it to open the panel. If the inspector is already open, selecting a different clip will update the controls automatically. The inspector is one of the most useful tools in DaVinci Resolve because it gives you direct access to clip-level adjustments without needing to go into separate menus. Let's start with the Video tab. At the top of the inspector, click Video to access the visual controls for your selected clip. This is where you can make basic but powerful adjustments to how your video looks on the timeline. One of the first sections you'll see is the Transform area. Here you can adjust zoom, position, rotation angle, and anchor point. Zoom lets you scale the clip in or out. Position lets you move the clip around the frame. Rotation angle allows you to rotate the image. And anchor point changes the center point that the clip rotates or scales around. These controls are perfect for reframing shots, fixing composition, or creating simple motion effects. Scroll a little further and you'll find the Composition section. This is where you can adjust the opacity of the clip if you want it to become more transparent. You can also change the composition mode, which affects how the clip blends with layers underneath it. Modes like screen and overlay are especially useful for creative effects, light blending, and stylized edits. If you're working with graphics, text, overlays, or B-roll, the Composition section gives you a lot of flexibility. Next, move down to the Stabilization section. Click the small down arrow to reveal the available stabilization modes. You'll see options such as perspective, similarity, and translation. These modes help smooth out shaky footage in different ways, depending on how much movement is in the clip. Perspective is more advanced and analyzes motion in a more complex way. Similarity and translation are often simpler and useful for less intense shake. If you filmed handheld footage, this section can make a huge difference in how polished your final edit looks. Now let's switch to the Audio tab at the top of the inspector. Click Audio to bring up the sound-related controls for your selected clip. Just like the Video tab, these controls apply only to the clip you selected on the timeline. Here you'll find essential audio settings like volume, pan, and pitch. Volume controls how loud the clip is. Pan lets you move the audio between the left and right channels, which is helpful when balancing stereo sound. Pitch changes the tonal quality of the audio, which can be useful for creative effects or fixing certain voice characteristics. These controls give you fast access to the most important audio adjustments right inside the inspector. Farther down, you'll see Voice Isolation and Dialogue Leveler. These tools use the DaVinci Neural Engine to help improve spoken audio automatically. Voice isolation can reduce background noise and make the voice stand out more clearly. Dialogue Leveler helps even out speech levels, so quiet parts become more audible and loud parts are less overpowering. If you record tutorials, interviews, voiceovers, or talking head videos, these tools can save a lot of time in audio cleanup. Below that, check out the Equalizer section. This gives you a simple 4-band graphical equalizer that you can click and drag to shape the sound. You can adjust different frequency ranges to make voices sound clearer, reduce muddiness, or add more presence. Even if you're not an audio expert, this interface makes basic equalizer changes very easy to understand and apply. Now here's a very important feature in the inspector: Keyframes. You can click the small diamond icon next to almost any parameter to create a keyframe. A keyframe lets that setting change over time. For example, you could start with a clip zoomed out, and then keyframe it to zoom in gradually. You could also animate opacity, position, rotation, audio volume, and more. Keyframes are what make your edits feel dynamic instead of static. So to recap, the inspector in DaVinci Resolve 20 gives you quick access to both video and audio adjustments. On the Video tab, you can transform your clip, change composition, and stabilize shaky footage. On the Audio tab, you can control sound levels, isolate dialogue, clean up noise, and fine-tune the mix with EQ. And with keyframes, you can animate almost any setting over time. If you found this walkthrough helpful, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more DaVinci Resolve tutorials, editing tips, and beginner-friendly breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.